Hello. Yep, it's got it working out. Good morning, how are you? Well, afternoon for me, how are you doing? Probably gonna need it. Last time didn't go too great. I just don't think it did. I felt like it was struggling a lot. Kind of hoping I don't kind of entirely lose. And can try and turn things around a bit on this. It got to a slightly more decent spot towards the end of the last session. Yeah, last time it was the very first time trying it, and I had no idea what I was doing, or how to do basically anything. So it was very much just using it to learn the basic things in the game. It was had a couple of deaths, which not ideal. Yeah, the thing I'm struggling most with is trying to deal with all the attacks and all that stuff from Cat Overlords, because it's kind of they don't take some of these basic materials, but I kind of have loads of them because I don't know what to do with these stones, for instance, but I can't sell them to the cat. Yeah, that's kind of probably going to be what ends up happening, just because I don't know really how I'm going to pay off the taxes, because I might be able to, but if I do, then I'm kind of just running out of resources constantly. So it's kind of need to figure out how I can. Yeah, I think right now I think I'm going to try and figure out where there's copper, just mine that and use that to try and deal with some of the taxes, but it took me ages to finally get someone to be able to do research. I'm going to try and get one of these bigger houses to try and get more easier housing, basically. So difference in sizes between them, but definitely going to try and figure things out with it. Just yeah, kind of figuring it out as I go. Not really got much other choice. My big thing is what happens if you kind of either don't pay the taxes or don't pay enough taxes enough times in a row. That's kind of my main question at the moment. Oh, okay. I'm guessing it's not the easiest to deal with then. I'm going to try and take it a bit slower on doing things. And just, I played a lot of last time with it on like 2 or 3 times speed, I think. Part of me wants to just kind of completely mine down the mountain. It's kind of, I don't know how to deal with the storage. You know how worth having paths and things is for how fast they move. I'm hoping it's worth it. Oh, it's a limited size. Okay, that would have been nice to know before I researched it. Thought it would be like... probably one of the more useless researchers. Slightly annoying. Nice to know. Like, is there a way I can see kind of what I can sell easier? I guess it's the tax value that I need to keep an eye on. Hi, James Brown. How are you doing? There's some paths in to try and hope that the move speed benefit is worth it. Decided I have fish, so I can maybe sell a decent amount. I know they changed the ranges of these buildings as well. It's slightly annoying. Couple of bits and maybe try in the winter, see if campfires will let things be able to grow in winter. Maybe we can get a bit of a resource that way. Right now I'm just trying to take as many trees as I can. Well, I don't know if it's worth having 2 workers here, or better just having 1. I have to switch this one back to berries just to make sure I've got more than enough food. Couple of extra bits for berries in anyway. Yeah, I definitely need to get food stocking up. I don't know what you've researched today. And there's not much point in doing slide if I've not got a way to process into copper bars. Do I need the resources to be able to research in the first place? I'll go for that. I've got such a large amount of tax required, but I don't have... Feels like I'm trying to mine from miles away. I don't want to mine down here. Sort of feeling like I don't have much choice. Oh my god. Then this might be bad, but I can't afford. Doing anything else at the minute. I'll take the gold bar just to get rid of some of the stone. It's not like I really need it at the moment anyway. Having one of these will be a lot better than what for taxes. And then like that I could sell the flax. Well, it's kind of not worth much. It's kind of something I can produce and sell a lot easier. I try and stay on this many people for a little while. Unless there's someone that would be good. This one would be really nice to have, but I don't know if I can meet those even get close to these expectations. I definitely don't have stuff that's great. Maybe I just kind of get more basic ones. This is kind of too good to try and pass up. I don't know if I can really afford it. Langston, but stone. The wall's probably the best things. Run hair. Actually, I don't. Seems like maybe trying to mine hair would be good. There's a lot more copper underneath. I don't really know what to do about land in front though. But maybe I do that. How big is this? Only one longer, that's quite good. Maybe we can start swapping out some of these for slightly better houses. We can maybe demolish that one and swap 2 of the mice over to better housing. Definitely need a lot more logs coming in. Hi Quacky, how are you doing? Oh, they automatically stop the water coming in. Twitch being Twitch, hey? I don't want to take any of these. And this feels like the best one to take because I don't really need tea. He's kind of useless, I think. What more tax cost? Oh. Maybe we just deal with it. Yes. Do these two. Oh, that's just spent all of mine. Oops. I think I'll demolish one of these houses and go for building a slightly better house now that I can. And upgrade from like useless, really bad housing to a bit better one. Okay, that is like 400 taxes already. And it's been like 2 days. This side at least I have a load of copper ore to send my way with. And then a load more flax as well. Wondering if I should these feel I'll just do this again. Hey, how slow these move. Takes them like forever to do anything. I'm gonna close this. I want the house built before the end of the day. Unpause these now. Go back to doing that. So, I'm wondering kind of would it almost be worth trying to change this to maybe berries actually and deal with the winter a bit better? I really don't know. Probably get this just in case to get sick workers again. I do that. I feel like more food might be worth having. Always get yeah, I'll definitely try and upgrade some more of these housing. nice to have a stone path, but I'm guessing that's probably a decent way off in research. Yeah, fast travel speed. Look at stone. Like, these two wouldn't be bad to have. I do have the stone. Just super expensive. Research by the looks of it. Yeah, this uses planks just to research the bar. It seems like. I am going to be making a very deep hole by the looks of it. Like this, probably. Could have it fallowing and recover a bit of fertility. Leave that one to cover a bit. I'm guessing that's actually the limit, and so there's no point in. So does this have to be grown underground? Or if I built a kind of mined into a cave and then did it? Would that work? I guess we can find out. Already right again. I'm super concerned about winter. Like these just don't work fast enough. Long stairs, that's slightly faster when I don't need to. We'd have a lot of stuff we can sell at least now. It'd be okay for this next tax collector. I'm hoping that might be the last one before winter. I'm guessing it's probably not. It'll be one right before. Get a lot of drop frames just there. I like. No. I just don't have anything I can give the. Is it worth doing this and not dealing with the pirates? I don't know. Six cannonballs and rebuilding 6 buildings will be a pain. Worked with them before, so I'll just keep rebuilding. 10 planks for that. Fine. Stone, 2 logs. Another 2 logs. Having that destroyed is not great. Try and repair the housing. Do that and get another. Oh, I see a panda whisker shit. Nope. You might be good. I've got a teacher. Don't know about doing these. Might be worth it. Do now need to build a lot more houses. I think I only have stuff for 2 though. Even then it might not be enough. Yeah. I'll afford to. Got a 3rd one in there. Hopefully the building and repairing can go fast enough. Do this one. Hi Luke, how are you doing? How many more have you got left? I can't tell if I need to tell these specifically what to do or not. I need to like manually out later. Do that. And desperately need planks now. If there was someone else, I'd maybe go for that. I don't know what the wooden visors are. What they're used for. I don't know how worth a slide would be either. I think I need proper bars to build them, so I don't think that's useful either. Not really getting any good options. Maybe just do the cut stone and planks. I don't need the planks anyway. What's this if not doing anything? And I definitely don't need more guys. I might move this to up here. See about maybe what happens if I try turning this into farmland. Or will it just like not? I fill in this little hole unless kind of. I really don't know what I want to try and do on that. How far down does it go? Oh wow, pretty far. Hmm. I realise there's gold ore over there. So trying to get a way across to this side might quickly would be good, but I don't think there's an easy way to have all the way around. That's why I don't really want to continue with that mine. Had all the housing over here, then maybe could do it. I'll just kind of keep going underground here. Start looking and seeing if I can save up enough approval to remove graves, unless it kind of lets me just do it by mining the block underneath. This would be a slightly amusing way of getting around it. Oh, it just kind of makes it float. Okay. I don't know if I should start trying to lay some fires down for the warmth. But that's what I use this for a moment. So I can place one over. If I can place one in there, then maybe I don't need to. Right now, there. Don't want to block. A block in there. I'm okay. I'm super low on food again. This is the thing I don't get, because it's like the food is just always a problem, it feels like. Maybe I just... might take these off. I feel like these just aren't doing anything. Yeah, because I don't understand how it works. Cause I've had this for a little while, and every time I've looked, it's just empty. Like they're just sat there doing nothing. I kind of assumed it would be they would just automatically kind of pick stuff up and take it to storage. That's kind of how most things would do it, but this doesn't seem to, unless I'm just missing something. Or is it like I would need to use some of this and say like only have yeah, it's like that these, for example. I don't think I did these. I probably should have. It's like most things are coming back here, but it's kind of, I assumed it would be so that might be more that they only go between warehouses. So if I've got a small warehouse being built there, I might cancel it and have it put up near some of these farms. Um, yeah, but so it's more they will only transport more between warehouses rather than pick up from the production. Yeah, because to me the obvious way to do it would be more like they can just pick up resources from of these and we'll take it so that it's not these workers having to carry it all that distance. But that's not what it seems to be. I don't know, I'll figure it later. I'd rather, might be better just having the workers free for the moment, doing things. Like, is these farms, I assume this nutrients thing, that's 66 is the maximum it'll kind of go back up to. And if I had fertilizer, then that might increase the maximum. If I found the way to make the fertilizer, then I could make this maximum go up to 100. Yeah, the warehouses I don't really get. I might put one up here and just see how that works. I kind of wish I could flip this to have the entrance on the left. I'll try that and see. That might be a bit of a logistics thing. I could maybe put one down here for Max as well, and just see if I can figure it out. Yeah, maybe I skipped past the logistics thing explanation. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, it's not a thing that they don't tell you. It kind of literally says, if you look at the description, mushrooms grow in dark places underground. Meaning, if you go underground with your miners, then you could farm them. I don't know, seems kind of self-explanatory to me. I was thinking of moving one of these miners back up here, taking a space underground to try and put mushrooms in. Do I need to worry about the fertility for the mushrooms? Also, how far down does this go, and how fertile is any blocks I place myself? From filled in bits. Like if I try to mark this as farmland. For example. Not sure if having campfires and things will let crops grow even when it's cold, but I'll try it and see. I'm hoping it will, because otherwise I'm probably screwed for winter. Yeah, these researchers, they take the resources it says here, right? Like researching a signpost will take 13 planks. Alright, so I can say yeah, I kind of would rather just have the logistics hub be able to pick up from any building that has something in its inventory and be able to take that somewhere else rather than them having to kind of drop it off at a storage place, then it get picked up and sent from there onto somewhere else. Just like let the building store some and let the logistics kind of move it from there. Coal layer. The black grid again. Close that, I'm not doing anything. I was almost getting tempted just to make another, like build another of these fishing docks and having 2 fishers going and just try and live off fish. Especially because it can also be sold. These berries just run out and then it takes ages for them to grow. I also find it very annoying that they kind of aren't they kind of don't plant in a way that's entirely making I've got someone starving because others have been taking the food. admit, like, there's not really any of these initial ones which are appealing. I'm super low on food. I feel like I should get cafes so that they have somewhere better to eat, because that seems to be one of the bigger complaints that I feel like I'm getting from them. As well. Try and do this. I'm just kinda hope I can definitely the food this time. Don't want this starving worker to get have another day without. Oh, I've got two. Nice. Definitely do not need more. I turn that off as well. In this adult. Nice. Okay. Disappear. Let's see if I can mine out kind of use an area and just see about maybe putting mushrooms in under there. Not much I can do about the pollution. Doing any research at the moment, so probably not much point in having this on. With this, that would be a lot better for food. Just using logs, which I don't exactly have plenty full of. Am I turning too much into planks? Or am I just not good at, like, farming it? Do the mushrooms care about anything other than the light level, or do they still need the kind of fertility to be there? Yeah, trying to get all these, like, the logs feels like the kind of main problem for me at the minute. Yeah, no food again.
Be it carrying cargo or commuting to work, every whisker appreciates a good path. A good, proper path. Nothing better. I love it when I start going in a direction and poof, as if someone knew my destination, a perfect path is there to lead me on. We could use some more good paths.
I feel like stone paths are... I would need to do that and then this as well. Like 89 planks and logs is a huge amount of resources. This is a massive cost for no real gains on any of them. These just aren't doing anything. Got 12 fish, but not stocking up anything more. Is that more in a logistics thing? I hate how little I feel like I actually know this, like what I'm doing. Might do a bit of playing just on my own with another colony and see. Pretty much all my food right now is raw fish. So should I change everything to all these? Should I maybe change all these fields to do like trees and things instead and just rely on the fish for food? That almost feels like a better use of what they're doing, what they can do. That's a massive negative. I guess a couple of campfires ran out. Probably why. Why is that blocked? Oh. Yeah, screw it, I'm changing berries to basically anything else. Rather have trees and just live off the fish. I can maybe look at then researching that alcohol and which is an easier way to see. Oh, come on, how did you get... Hmm.
Do you remember the parable of the lazy cart and the busy beavers? How the lazy cart ignored the advice of the beavers and never stocked up food for the winter? How he preferred the comfort of sleeping in the sun over...
Be it carrying cargo or commuting to work, every
Oh, later down the line, I guess. And my approval is just kind of completely screwed right now. Out from that. See what this does. Like I can get fairly up there in terms of fertility. That's kind of the case anywhere. It's just kind of starts off unable. No. I'm just really aren't good for crops, I guess. And once the winter's passed, I might be okay for the charcoal furnace then, maybe do smoker. Wood. Maybe having this would be better. Well, it's not coming out to the end of winter, so maybe it's not that useful. It's useless. Incredibly expensive for Is the fertility of these more controlled by how rocky it is? Or is it just it takes time for it to get the nutrients back? I might be going down on food. definitely would. Also need a way to get greenery. I'm assuming if these start getting low, then they'll either stop working or run at much lower efficiency. I need to go mine the copper over there.
Droughts in the southern colonies have ruined their cotton.
Do you remember the parable of the lazy cat and the busy beavers? How the lazy cat ignored the advice of the beavers and never stocked up.
Droughts in the southern.
Deleted that one. Fuck all fairness. Start making a bit better food. Hopefully it'll be good. That is just the machinery. Seem to be running out of that quite heavily. I guess in winter they can probably really a lot of these farm rather than keep the workers in it. I'd do the next tax. That just seem to be getting a lot of compared to last few. But definitely need this station to go away. Finally start spring. I think I don't like about mining is usually you just kind of fill up on stone. There's so much stone and nothing to do with it. That's it. Oh, but I need them parts. There's two. I was gonna again that. Kind of thinking that's for them to do. Oh, the fire's running, not this. Sitting here. Fires. While of copper stick. Okay. Thought the temperature would have warmed up. Guess not. Parts at the moment. Yeah. Other food. I may have screwed myself by filter. Really hoping definitely the temperature to warm up. Being 0 again is definitely Yeah, I don't know what to kind of do when it feels like it's stone is just stacks up. But I haven't got anything to use them on. The research uses it either. The only use for it seems to be stuff I can't do yet. Like how are you meant to deal with this stone normally? Like because they won't mind if they've got the stone there. This one just feels kind of extra screwed up. Once I can get a load of wood in, research next tier up and go for kind of stone things. Like if I could have the stone row house and paths, then I'd be fine because I could just a load of stone stuff. Rid of these kind of there's still 0. These don't take normal stone. Like coming up to day 60 or something. Welcome on in. I have do not really know what I'm doing, and I don't understand what I'm really meant to be doing. I feel like mining is what it wants you to do for being able to do the taxes. But I've not really been able to kind of get enough wood and things to be able to research all that stuff. Yeah, but I've got a lot of farm area, or at least I feel like I've got a lot of farm area. But it's just like I feel like I'm not getting enough trees in. Yeah, I was doing that. I was like, winter's ending, so I'll let the campfires run out. And I'm halfway into spring, and it's still 0. I was expecting the farms it to have gone above 0 by now. So I was like, it's halfway into spring, how is it still 0? Let's save over. I just saved over the first one. Yeah, I didn't really want to save over. I'll try reload and see, but I doubt it. It did change. It has been changing. It's not that it's like completely stuck. Because winter ended on the first day it went into spring. It went to -5. Then 2 days in, it went to 0, and now it's still 0. And I was expecting it to have start getting warm by now. Yeah, it's. I like games like this, but I kind of struggle with them, especially when there's so many different resources like this has. But yeah, that's what I thought, and I felt like it should be like. Got this one starting to freeze now. Kind of. Okay, cool. I guess I will build a campfire. But I don't think it's been this cold. I don't think it was this cold into the last spring. How long have you been? Yeah, I mean this one's still my very first. No, I think I just did normal. I think I just did like normal all the way down there. Yeah, I was hoping to kind of play it on release day, but my laptop had other ideas, so I needed to get it looked at. First played it on Monday for about kind of 3.5 hours, and yeah, I was tempted to kind of do easy settings on everything, just for it being first time, because I don't really want to be kind of stressing too much on figuring it out. But I also thought it would be that bad for trying it. But it's like, I don't understand how I'm meant to get enough logs. Well, I've done it a bit, but not much. But it's just like, the farming feels not great. I think it's slightly weird that the farming also does the trees as well. I would almost rather they'd keep you using these woodcutters and then add an extra building for planting trees, so that you have these farms being able to focus on just like crop fields, and then you've got another thing for the wood. I think I've got 4 farm buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's just like, I just kind of feel like I don't get enough logs, and trying to have like this one over here, like this woodcutter over here, taking some of these natural ones, it's just so far away. Yeah, I noticed very quickly that they are pretty slow working. Dude, it's like you need so many logs to be able to do anything. And it's this farming for the trees feels bad. And that's kind of all I can say for it, trying to do it. Like, I do not like this log farming. It doesn't feel good to try and do. Like I said, I would rather have one of these woodcutters and a forester, being able to put them specifically. Yeah, but even that is like, you then are using these constantly, which seems kind of stupid to need to do. The farming currently just doesn't feel too great. Have you played Timberborn? Because I've played a lot of that. Yeah. I don't know if that's close or far, but it's like, I kind of don't really know how to get over to it, because like trying to do the paths, that's a huge amount of logs to try and do, and even then it's like a pretty long way for them to walk. But yeah, my why? What happened on Timberborn? But it's like that Timberborn has a lot better farming mechanics. The tree farming on that feels a lot better. Crop farming on that feels a lot better. This game is like, I'm not enjoying this farming. I'm not enjoying trying to put everything down. I'm not enjoying trying to... Yeah, they've changed a lot of things on Timberborn. I love Timberborn. My first 2 streams were Timberborn, which I did last week. And that was on one of the newer maps. But it's like that is kind of a much easier way of progressing, which isn't anywhere near as complicated as this. This is a lot more complicated for me to try and do. Yeah, I was thinking I might do more either tomorrow or Friday. I could probably... Laptop might hate me for it, but I could probably just show you my sound quickly as well. I don't think I'll do that. I'll probably crash my laptop. But yeah, the farming on that, it was a lot easier. This just doesn't feel good. These mechanics is, I don't know, and I feel like the mice move very slowly with everything, which is just another bit of kind of bad feeling gameplay. So it's like, even just kind of here to here feels like it takes kind of forever. I've done some research. I've got research, it's just I can't afford to do it. So it's like a huge amount of planks. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, look how slow they move on just 1x speed. Like, why are they this slow? Like, I know it's cold because freezing and things, but like they are so slow. This is like unreasonably slow. Like to go from one tile, it's 3 seconds. No, it was 107, 104, 102. Like, it's so, they are so slow moving. And it just, between that and this, it's just, it doesn't feel. Oh, is that? Wait, did you say? Is it yeah, 2? Did you say? Is that the claws visage? Because I had this go up as one of the blueprints that they offered after doing one of the tax things, and I was like, I don't know what this does. It's saying intimidates isn't helpful. Like, what does that mean? Is it just like there was no indication on what this does? Like, how am I meant to know that it will make them move faster when it doesn't tell me? Yeah, but equally that's why you would want the stone paths. Like, it kind of wants you to build paths everywhere, but doesn't make that easy. Trying to do the basic paths with logs and planks. Yeah. Again, it's like trying to do, then it's like you're doing a policy to do it, which is then taking away from, I assume that's this stone ice one. Speed boosts from passing statues are increased and last twice as long. That's consuming a lot of them. The things, but it's like, yeah, I think my problem with this at the moment is just this farming doesn't feel great to have to try and do. Because like these trees don't really give many logs. It feels like even these ones, it's like, yeah, they have 5, but they are far enough away to where it's not even, it's kind of hardly worth getting them. Also, these fishing docks using the machinery feels weird. Like what? I don't know. I guess I get that it's a production building, but using machinery feels slightly odd. Like, what exactly is the machinery in a fishing dock? Yeah, I could, but like, why should I have to keep moving any housing to nearer where they're working? Because that also means that I should move their food over here as well. But it's like, I changed to use 2 fishing docks to kind of help get through the winter. So like, all my food right now is the... Yeah, but it's... How am I meant to reach having the railway roads when this is nearly 100 wood and I'm struggling for wood? And I'm struggling for everything because these taxes just seem kind of annoying at best. Yeah, I like it because it's kind of a harder version. To me, it's the harder version of Timberborn. But there just feels like too many kind of things that you have to fight against. Yeah, the game kind of suggests that pause for it. Yeah, I guess maybe I could change one of them, but it's like I had to make the flax fields in the first place for the weavers to make clothes because they were getting unhappy at not having clothes, so I was not getting any of the approval for ages. Trying to mine is a pain because what on earth do I do with all the stone? Like, I have 233 stone, but what on earth can I use the stone for? Because there is nothing for me to currently use cut stone for. But if they're not mining, like if I don't have anywhere for them to put the stone, then they don't mine it. Yeah, I've got a stone cutter here. But it's like, sure, they can do it, but yeah, well, I mean, the stone goes to the cut stone goes to the smugglers every so often, but yeah, but again, this is using the machinery, which more understandable. But it's like I don't have any more machinery, so it's like, what debuff is this going to get from being in a poor condition? How many are you up to having in population? Yeah, I'm only at 28, so it's like, how the taxes are just kind of really high for what I need to try and do all at the same time, and I feel like I just kind of can't. I got this just to try and see what it'd be like to try and farm the mushrooms, but the fertility is just not there. But it's like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of this farming. I'd rather have a larger starting island as well, because I feel like this is kind of small. Well, 9. That's quite deep underground. Why can't I just put some sort of doorway here in some form and... That's kind of a long way underground that you have to go for doing it. So it's kind of not really much point. I've got to kind of dig to the center of this island. As it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. So it'd be there before you can start. Which, with how fast they move, is kind of half the day. Yeah, but again, it's like back to... I've got to mine out a large amount more stone in order to do this. And I'm kind of out of storage for stone. Like, this stone is kind of destroying my storage. I have so much of it, it's not fun to deal with. So it's kind of just... But yeah, exactly, it's like... It's like, in time, you would probably really just want to largely flatten this out. But to do that, that's an insane amount of stone to have to do. That's an insane amount of time to spend mining. And... yeah. Like, sure, I could do it in time, but it's like, I would need to build so much storage to do it. Which then means a ton more logs or planks for doing that. And it's like, the logistics hubs, I don't really like how they work, because it's just like, the logistics hubs seem to be between warehouses only, and even then you've got to kind of tell them to move stuff between where. And I don't know, it's just, it's like almost at a point where I think I would just build a storage shed for every single individual resource, like completely reject all and then just turn specific things on. It's like but even then it's like I would end up with huge amounts of stuff. Like this small warehouse, it's got 144 capacity, but 129 is... yeah, that I think that's definitely something I do need to do. But it's like I then have to tell it to kind of... yeah, but even that, like even that is, these workers also move pretty slow. I think just all the workers move too slow. I think trying to do trees and food with the same farming things is quite annoying as well. And it's kind of almost making me want... it's like this conversation is almost making me want to restart with easier settings and just kind of try again now that I know a bit more about what I'm doing. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'll change things. I mean, I don't think I will restart. I kind of want, like, unless I die, basically. Was that what they kind of put out a day or two ago? Tips and tricks? Yeah, I had a look at that, but equally it was kind of... it's like, I started before seeing that, and like, pretty much, I feel like I've done like almost no progression today. most of my time has been spent just kind of trying to keep up with taxes and not completely run out of resources. Like, these two buildings are about the only things I've done, along with those 4 house upgrades, this cafe, and I think that's about it. Like, the wood need is far too high for how easy it is to kind of get any. It's like, I need to change a lot of these back to berries, otherwise I'm just going to run out of food when these inevitably do worse. I will probably be busy, but if I'm free then I might check you out. What for this? Yeah, the music on this is great. I admittedly probably wouldn't play it if I didn't like the music. The music kind of makes a massive difference on the game for me. It's just like, I'm kind of not sure what to do at the moment with the state of this colony. I'm at risk of people just dying from. I mean, that's kind of not entirely surprising, because trying to get it all orchestral done is going to be quite expensive. So unless you have the money to be able to pay for that, then it's probably just going to be digital. Him doing the... I don't know which track that is. I don't know. Is there a way to know which track Harvest Dance is? It's cool that he's able to do that for at least one of the tracks. That doesn't help. Okay, I pulled up on YouTube. Harvest Dance. Oh, that one. Yeah, the music on this game is like great. Definitely can't ever complain about the music on this. Yeah, there's just my main complaint about this is very much the farming. The farming just doesn't feel great to try and deal with. Um, part of me just wants to see what happens if I make the claws very, very unhappy at this point. Oh, and I've got a sick brain. I didn't do the triage. Oh yeah, I mean that's what I was doing with the enemy bit, and I have these all set to remove rocks constantly because I think as you keep using the land, the rocks start to go up, or at least the kind of part of it does. Does it match the surrounding area, or does it just match what it was in that kind of pile? Like all the way down? Frostbite. Now we're on positive temps, finally. I have 2 sick workers and I can't do anything about it. It's like, yeah, when you say it matches the surrounding area, is it just like, you know, does mean like anything on this tile will have the same fertility no matter what height level you're on, or? Yeah, but it's like then surely the fertility would start to kind of rise as it kind of is able to spread out, but that doesn't happen. Yeah, yeah, the fertilizer, yeah, but that's like a lot of progression on, from what I could tell. Like, what does that do? That doesn't. Alright, there it is. Yeah, tier 3, like, research tier 2 is where you finally get fertilizer. Yeah, but that requires me to be meeting the taxes in the first place, which is a struggle. Like, it's not much use if I can't even get to the... Like, if it's a struggle to even meet the... this middle tier. Yeah, it's incredibly unforgiving. Like, I feel like I'm kind of just stuck. That is my thing. It's like, I feel I'm very much at a point where I feel like no matter what I do, I am kind of just stuck. And it would just be a matter of time until I lose, basically. Oh yeah, well, I mean, it would be... I have been kind of seeing some of the changes, so it might just be I put this on hold and see what they do with the balance. Because like if they change the balance to have these moving faster and the drops being kind of not as pain in the ass to deal with, or like these fishing docks potentially not using the machinery, then great. I think if I did crazy mode, it would be leave pirates on, because that's just, yes, it's an extra thing to deal with that you probably shouldn't need to, but that isn't. This one and ours as well, but it's kind of a pain to change around. Like it won't just. Another thing I really like, I wish I could see all the ice, so I could, if there is one working in a different building, then I could force swap them there, and we just swap the jobs over. This one. It doesn't let me. Oh yeah, I mean I could. Oh, so it would just be I would have to. This is annoying. Okay, this is kind of a useful thing. Yeah, I can. I know. Looks like only one is. Oh. But it seems like only one farm person isn't. But yeah, there's another patch just dropped for this. That's what Gutland said. I don't see any notes on Steam, but I don't think that generally is great at updating while you're in a game, at least. Yeah, I think my main thing at the moment would just be increase how fast the mice work just by a default. But I think they move way too slow. And yeah, I would rather another separate building for replanting and cutting. Like, even if it's just kind of a forest, like they put a forester in and just make a completely new building for wood cutting on its own. That's good. That was a thing? That seems slightly silly that that was even possible in the first place. But yeah, welcome back, Luke. All your meetings done. What item remained invisible? I have mostly been doing it on like 3 times, but it makes the days go past so fast. I don't really know where to put myself. So I'm in the way of being able to see the speed settings and how long of the day is left. Like, I feel like that's fine. Yeah, it's mostly been playing on 3 times speed, but that also makes the days go past very quickly, and like, this is so slow for 3 times speed. Like, how fast they move on 3 times speed, it feels like how fast they should be moving on 1 times speed. Like, how is this 3 times speed movement? That's the bit that gets me. It's like they move so slow. Like they just naturally have a kind of 90% speed debuff on them. Like they should only move. Yeah, I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. Like, what's happened to the body that was there? What happens if I just don't pay the tax collector? Like, what if I just give them nothing at all? Oh, -5. No, it says here insufficient payment, -5 happiness. So it just instantly, even if you have full, it would just go to kind of -1, I guess. Although I guess it's kind of, if you would count that as 0, it would just go to like -3. I mean, we can save and see what happens. I mean, it seems like doesn't matter this time. Currently I disabled all of them because I just didn't have the things in the first place. Like, there's no point having anything enacted if I've not got the approval roles. Yeah, I was thinking yeah. I think I unlocked that one and then it was like, oh, I've spent all of them. I was kind of saving them to demolish the graves. They won't let you demolish them unless you've got a load of approval. Yeah, it requires a load of approval before you can though. I mean, I suppose it would be kind of needed to be able to demolish them because if you get a lot of graves, there's going to be a point where it's like a lot of space being taken up by them. So you might not want them. Or you put them down somewhere and now they're in the way. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of expected almost, isn't it? Like, you reach a point where you're good at making sure that they all are fine. Possibly. No, it requires solid ground. So you can build it on the ground and mine underneath, but you can't place it in the air. Makes sense. Yes. Yeah, that was the... I think that was the main thing that was causing it the first, like these deaths. But it was either cold or starvation. Like when you've got the cold or starvation, then they can get sick. So I had a time where there was a lot of people hungry and then I think they started getting sick there. I don't know if they... I don't know, maybe it was just they die of starvation. Like there was definitely... It's definitely the cold that makes them sick. That was the main ways. And even once they're sick, most of them get better. I think it was just the like 2 or 3. There was another grave here. And I can't remember if that was also illness or starvation. But yeah, it's definitely not pollution because there's been I've had loads of campfires around here for keeping them warm. Celsius, cause UK. If it was Fahrenheit, it would just be a meaningless number to me. If I could set it to... Actually, can you set it to Kelvin? Not a language option. It's just Celsius Fahrenheit. I would set it to Kelvin just for the full... Just for funsies if I could. And that would be meaningless to pretty much everyone. Yeah, I've... I'm gonna try and just start on the cooked fish thing. You Americans, so you have it Fahrenheit, or I'd assume so. Yeah, makes sense that you would use Fahrenheit then. I'm curious what happens when this reaches 0. Will it just half the... efficiency? Or... don't really know what I should do, because
Droughts in the southern colonies have ruined.
did we find out what this does? Oh, you can't see because I'm in the way. But this is what it does when it's out of is this just risk of injury, or... I'm kind of curious. Alright, so it works at 60%. Does that just mean that... I'll keep an eye and see if there's anything. I'll leave doing the supply ship for a while. It's definitely going to be something that I'll need to replace, or try and replace. But yeah, the thing is, I'm running through it faster than the supply ships come in and bring it. Actually, that's brought 3. I want to see if, give that a minute to see if there's any sort of like injury and things that come from it. I think that'll be an interesting thing to be aware of. If it's just purely that they work slower, then it's kind of not actually the end of the world. Doesn't seem like there's any big negatives to it then. Yeah, I'll definitely take the 3 here. In that case. Oh. Oh, so it's the building can potentially just get destroyed. That's kind of annoying. But I guess it also does kind of make sense. I don't entirely want to deal with these. I just disable them, and this one is working. So I might pause it over to unworking. I think I might stop for now. That being end of the day. I'll try and decide whether I want to No, I've basically put the campfires around where they sleep because that seems to keep them warm enough for them working through the day, and then they'll come back, warm back up properly by the houses. So back into. Yeah, I think I might call it here for today, and I'll try and figure whether I want to continue with this one or start over, because like I said, I just don't know how much progress I can actually make, because I feel like just everything is being done just to meet the tax things, and I'm not able to progress at all. Like, maybe I can kind of do something with it, but it's feeling super rough to try and do. Yeah. It was yeah, I think that'll be all for me today, and just I'll decide. I think I'll probably try and continue and just see for like another cycle of like seasons. But if I get like no extra progress before like next season, then I think it'll be a case of just start again with a new one and kind of organize better to figure it out. Yeah, if I'm free later, I'll try and stop by your stream as well. But thanks for coming in and giving advice and things. Definitely helpful to know. I definitely wouldn't have known how far underground I would need to go for the mushrooms, for example. Yeah, there's a few things which I would want changed. Like the mouse move speed is just so ridiculous to me. Yeah, it's been chatting and things too. Yeah, thanks very much for coming by and things. Right. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Like, yeah, I'll if I feel like streaming tomorrow, then I might do Timberborn, and if you stop by, I can show you Timberborn and what I've been doing on that. As well. So, just see what I feel like. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and enjoy your evening, day, evening, night, whatever. Yeah, I can show you a lot on that. Yeah, that will be it for today. I'll see everyone next time.